Good evening, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land. I am Deleted Scenes, human being American, and YouTube Ronin. And I would like to welcome you to episode 100 of Live from Sparkwood in 21. This series chronicles the 1990 cult classic television series Twin Peaks and its 25 years later sequel series, The Return, as well as the films of David Lynch. Uh, Left us 1 year ago this week. Do you want to say hello to everyone currently joining us on X? I can't see you, but I know that you're there. Want to say hello to a few people who have joined us here in the chat. The host of Films with Friends, the creator of the 10-word review, Big Al presents. Channel member JPRPH1. Friend of the channel Enigma Severus. Daniel Barry Sports Highlights, friend of the channel. Good to see you, sir. All right. I'd like to bring on my fellow panelists, who I refer to as the super fans. First up, Flappy Apologist, aged boomer.
Yeah, Flappy had he had kind of petitioned to be in Fire Walk with Me, but Dave Lynch says, "Oh well, he doesn't appear yet. He doesn't appear until after Laura Palmer is dead." And Flappy was okay with that, not realizing Lynch just didn't want to have him in the movie. I think that's what people surmise at least.
The last call, Charlie.
Yeah, I have to say I think that a lot of people would take David at face value because they didn't really understand the movie. I'm wondering if Flappy thought that his character was like a harbinger of Laura's death, not really understanding what it was all about. But I could see that.
Quite possibly, yes. I didn't think about that. Yeah.
And last, but certainly not least, Troy's better half, Netters Network.
Good evening.
I want some cherry pie now.
I know, right?
Is there any cherry pie in Fire Walk with Me, or is this like no?
No, I don't think the cherry pie shows up until they actually get to Twin Peaks.
No.
You gotta get to the Double R Diner before you get a good cherry pie.
You
Right?
have cigarettes and coffee. That's what you have in this movie.
Well, yes, there's plenty of cigarettes and coffee. It's absolutely true. I think that's an indicator of David Lynch's two of David Lynch's passions. Unfortunately, one of those two I feel is what actually did him in, sadly.
Yeah. All right. Well, we will be watching, like I said, the first hour of the fan edit of Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me. We did cover this earlier on, and what we're basically doing, for those of you who might be new to the program, we are watching Twin Peaks from the beginning, starting with the prequel film Fire Walk with Me, and kind of looking at it. This will pretty much be spoilers, because we're going to think we're going to go under the impression that everybody has seen the entire series by now. So we are looking at it through new eyes, now having seen Twin Peaks in its entirety from beginning to end. Guys?
Yeah.
We're starting from the beginning.
Exactly right. So just to set up where we're at tonight, the full official title for this particular fan edit is Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me Teresa Banks and the Last Days of Laura Palmer. Now, this is out there. You can find it. A lot of people who consider themselves to be true diehard fans of Twin Peaks get real persnickety about it, saying you should watch it the way it was released because that's the way David Lynch intended it, and then watch the missing pieces separately. To which I can't help but think, do you even consider the very first scene of Fire Walk with Me? The movie was not released exactly the way David Lynch had intended. Otherwise, the missing pieces wouldn't exist. We'll get into that more when we, as we watch the first portion. It is I think it's a 3.5 hour film, so we're breaking it up into parts.
Mhm.
So let me know when you're ready to start.
All right. And hello very quickly to Lieutenant Giratina once again. Congratulations on the promotion. And
Yeah.
on reaching 6,000 subs. Congratulations. All right.
I don't know about those officers' ranks. I work for a living.
Oh.
All right. So once again, to let everyone know, of course, we cannot air this movie live, as it would be a copyright situation. The Cosme link should be at the top of all of our chats. So if you will follow us on over to Cosme, and we will begin.
You want to count it down or should
All
I?
right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
There we go. Yeah, so this is the fan edit. It tells you where you can find out more information about the fan edit and so forth.
Is there a fan edit of The Golden Child?
Why? Do you think there's missing deleted scenes from it?
I think it should be treated like a Lost Beverly Hills Cop movie.
That's interesting. There are a lot of fan films out there that reimagine some films as if they were parts of other franchises. Yes, that is true. As fan films go, this one is very professionally done. And by the way, I want to say hi to Enigma Severs, who I see in the chat in Cosme. Saw you on the previous stream. You're a good-looking guy. I had no idea. So unless I'm mistaken, these opening credits are almost completely new since Q2 added his own,
Yes.
edit notice there. And of course, that title. So, yeah. Music is incredibly important to Twin Peaks. This muted brass, this muted trumpet has a very, very soulful, sad kind of timbre to it. So it sets the mood appropriately. Of course, in retrospect, as we watch these names go by and we realize how many of them have left us, that also gets us in a very sad mindset.
Yeah.
I, for one, do not mind the Moira Kelly recasting.
I thought she was good. I thought if they wanted to, they could have brought her back for the return. But oh well.
I kind of wish they had.
Yeah.
I think the whole situation with Laura Flynn Boyle had just kind of soured even David and Mark on the character in general, so they just kind of wrote her out.
I gotcha.
It was something that David said in his podcast when Angelo Badalamenti died. He gave his usual weather report and then said, "There is no music."
Yep.
And I swear I almost burst into tears. Okay, right here. This is the first scene. And what happens? We pull back from a television.
Bam.
That someone smashes with a hammer. And I don't think it's a leap. I think this is one you don't have to even think too much about. When you realize that this was David Lynch's commentary on his experience with television and the studios and everyone that he had to deal with in trying to put together a television show. There's been a lot of talk about things that David Lynch wanted to do and then was forced to do something different because of pressure from the network. Specifically, the revelation of the who the murderer was. He didn't want to divulge it in the second season, but it was a mandate from the network.
Yes.
So after the show is over, he goes back and does this movie, kind of like we're doing with our rewatch, assuming you've already seen it before. So no, not worried about spoilers anymore.
Yikes. What was the significance of that case he was on right there?
I believe it was a prostitution ring, and the school bus driver was involved in it in some way.
That's rather disturbing.
Yes.
Exactly. That's exactly right. And that corruption of innocence is a recurring theme throughout Twin Peaks. Also, getting back to what I was saying about not being able to put his product together the way he wanted to. This movie itself, like I said, 3.5 hours, including the missing pieces. Those missing pieces were missing specifically because the studio told him he had to edit it down to something more manageable. So when I see people saying you shouldn't be watching, the fan edit, you should watch it the way he intended. The fan edit is the way he intended it.
These two could headline their own show, I think.
I would love that.
Yeah. Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah.
He was in Flatliners, as I recall, right?
Yes, he was.
The movie freaked me out as a kid.
She said it's my sister's
Yeah.
or something sister's girl. It's like, okay, your niece.
Right. And hail, Wallace Lane, good to see you. So the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes is always at 9:00. Well, 9:00 Central. I'm not sure what time zone you're in.
Oh, I got it wrong. It's a cousin, not a niece.
Right. Okay, yeah. So 9 Central.
And of course, this is the scene that lets us know that the Blue Rose cases exist.
Right. We had a discussion up in Snoqualmie, some of the fans at the festival, discussing that Blue Rose. Actually, let me comment on this real quick. So again, this is the house of the in reality, this is the house of the park ranger. There in Snoqualmie, where North Bend, where a lot of this was filmed. He gives a tour of his house when the Twin Peaks people come into town. So this is literally his front room, and that section there was a mock-up for the reception area.
It's super tiny.
It is very tiny, yes.
I do want to very quickly mention that Ruby Hoove over on Netter's channel dropped
Yes.
a gifted membership. Sorry, I forgot to bring that up earlier, and it went to the Horror Cat Dad. So congratulations.
Yep. Returning to membership.
I always see the deer looking away like it's embarrassed on the wall there.
I had not considered that before. That's kind of funny.
Like it doesn't want to be here in this station. It's like it's
yes, exactly. The other thing that this establishes is the difference between Deer Meadow and Twin Peaks, where Twin Peaks, we'll talk about this in a couple of weeks when we get to the pilot episode, but the sheriff is so grateful that the FBI is there because he knows he's out of his league,
Yes.
whereas these guys are complete assholes.
That would happen
Now-
on the X-Files sometimes. Sometimes the sheriff would be happy to have them there. Other times the sheriff's like, no reason for you to be in this town. You know,
Yeah.
They go through. They run the.
So this office is actually a bedroom, and it is so tiny that in reality there would be no way for him to get behind that desk. He had to climb over it to get into the desk to get these shots. And this camera shot, the camera is actually outside of the house, filming in through the window.
Yeah.
This is where a bed would be. They had to take the bed out of the room.
And it was like smaller than a twin size.
Yes.
Tough guy, huh?
Yeah.
Who was the head of the Department of Justice back in the early 90s? Does anyone remember?
Oh heck, this would have been Bush Senior, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know. I know it's not Janet Reno because she came later with Clinton, right?
Yeah.
Ben Steele. It's impressive.
Well, yeah. Like I said, it's rebar, and it's all about leverage.
That.
So 1989. So who was the head of the DOJ in 1980? William Barr. Oh yeah, William Barr.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that
was a very different Department of Justice back then.
Yep.
I assume that in Twin Peaks it's the same president and appointees and stuff like that. most of the missing pieces, the reason they call this, Teresa Bank and the Last Days of Laura Palmer, is because a lot of the stuff about Teresa Banks was cut out. The reason that Teresa Banks is so important is because between her and Laura and Ronette, these crimes taking place across state lines is why this is a federal case. And I would like to say hi to Penny. Penny. Good to see you, Penny.
He's always going to do that because it's his inner Sheldon.
Well, I like to think that I'm more honoring Culture Casino than I am Sheldon, but yes, that's true.
Culture does that too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sheldon.
The sound mixing here, I've never kind of noticed it before, but they're really thinking through the sounds of adjusting and moving a dead body. These are sounds that had to be added by a Foley artist.
Creepy.
Yeah.
It's what they do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyone feel like shrimp cocktail after this? Maybe.
Ah!
I'm sorry. That was wrong, wasn't it?
So if this was your own, if you hadn't seen Twin Peaks, if you just saw this, her name is Teresa Banks, and you see a T underneath, the nail of the ring finger. First thought would be this has something to do with her, the T for Teresa, right?
Yes.
And Andrea Black, hello, good to see you. I do like the awkward pause there too. It's like he's trying to decide, how should I respond to that? Netter and I did not actually eat at the place where Haps was filmed, but we did at least stop there, or drive by there, I should say.
Actually, I think we have a picture of us standing by there.
Yeah, because we parked there because we also went across the street to which is where the motel is, where Leland later meets Teresa and the other girls.
Is he fixing a lamp?
Yep. He also has a bit of a problem with depth perception.
So it would appear.
And you saw the bloke sitting there with the long beard. Looked a lot like a lumberjack.
Hmm. Is my partner currently into Huskow?
Yeah.
I feel like she's describing the Blues Brothers.
Her teeth have seen better days.
Oh, yeah. Who's the towhead? That is a crucial point, right? Especially when you're talking to law enforcement agents. When I say I don't do drugs, I mean I don't do any controlled substances illegally.
Which leads to getting your skull crushed in, wrapped in plastic, and tossed in a river.
Yeah. Also, you have two people here at the end of the counter,
Mhm.
and you know they have a story, and you start wondering what it is because you have this very plain looking older guy, the very attractive younger woman, and you're like, so what's going on there?
Oh.
So that's interesting. It was her left arm that went numb.
Like somebody having a heart attack.
In season 2, though, we see people who get shakes in their right hand.
Film was reversed.
And hello to Dabaska Scenario.
Hey, good to see you. We are watching the first part of the very first part of Firewalk with me. If you want to watch along with us in Cosme,
And of course, Connie Cleary.
well, that was fast.
She has an attitude problem.
Not a problem. She just doesn't give a flying F.
I don't give a hoot.
Give a hoot, don't pollute.
And that is interesting. They get there when it's dark and they're leaving when it's light. they haven't really been there that long. So that means it was really early in the morning when they got there. So right across the street from Haps is, like I said, that the motel, the Sinai Motel, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah, oh, back up.
Oh,
Got to be honest, they have their badges out,
yeah.
Yes.
but there's a certain amount of courtesy there. It's like, oh, he's not expecting people before 9. We better show that we're, federal agents.
He seems to have an attitude.
Oh, he's a busy man. He doesn't want to have to deal with stuff. He's also an abductee who's been places, and he just wants to stay around now.
He's the leader of a cult where
Yes,
all these women.
it does kind of make you wonder if Big Love might take place in the same universe.
Don't mind if I do.
I mean, you never pass up the opportunity.
I've never heard coffee called Good Morning America before.
Nope, but if that's what Harry Dean Stanton wants to call it, that's what we're going with.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fairly descriptive, name. It says what it is.
Yeah, I think your Kiefer Sutherland is broken there.
Yeah.
Just a little.
The heck? What's going on here? What is this?
This is the sequel to Throw Mama from the Train. This is after she's been thrown from the train.
It might be an improvement considering the. Remember the Goonies? We only serve tongue here. Remember?
Yeah.
Owen!
Electricity?
Well, specifically,
This is reminding me of season 3.
Yep.
Yeah. And he very much figures into season 3.
His delivery is so intense.
Yeah.
It's like he's got tears in his eyes.
Because when you see this for the first time, not having any context for his character, you just assume maybe he's been in prison or something before,
That was my initial impression. That's right.
But when you get to season 3 and you go deeper into his character, what he just said there has a lot of meaning to it.
Yep.
Yeah, what are you going to do with it?
Yeah.
So is that the gauntlet being tossed down, basically?
Yes.
Pretty
Yes,
much.
it is.
It's like big whoop. I could do this, and I don't have to make that face either.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually not that difficult. He's struggling more than he should be.
Son, considering where you wind up, I wouldn't be flapping
Yeah,
my gums.
So you
that's for
said
damn
J.
sure.
Edgar. That was an insult, wasn't it?
Yep. Flappy's coming out with his own brand of coffee called Snoqualmie Blend, made from coffee beans that were previously digested and excreted by sparrows. Oh God!
Don't joke. I wouldn't shock me if people. Wait a minute.
Right? If you tell people that's actually a thing, they'll actually do it. It's true.
Ooh, dirty pool.
Yep. You get one.
Remember when someone did that to evil Agent Cooper?
Yeah.
He hit him in the back. That was real smart. So, you know what's funny about all this? They're doing an investigation, and all the locals are doing are basically dicking around with
Yeah.
this nonsense.
Yeah.
When we have a job to do as law enforcement, it's ridiculous. I don't know, man. The sheriff, man, he's like a human snake. Look at that. He's dodging.
Didn't dodge that one.
See, Chet was like, he was swinging pretty wide. And then when he decided to hit, it was just boom, right in the nose.
Yeah, we don't know this guy.
And are you noticing the only one he got on him was the first cheap shot? He hasn't gotten another swing in on him. Of course, he just swings so wildly. Yeah, what are you going to do about it?
Attempt to hawk out.
Just stay down and bleed a while.
Did you like that?
I don't buy it. I always imagined J. Edgar was a little bit more limpy wristed.
Uh-huh.
Even he's struggling a little bit. Who's next? Thought so. Now we're taking that body.
Yeah.
Just one thing.
Oh, so about the blue rose. One of the discussions that we had up in Snoqualmie was, do you think it's intentional that the rose that she's wearing is, you can tell by looking at it that's artificial? And I don't know if you're supposed to pick up on that specifically, but the fact is that blue roses do not occur naturally, so they couldn't have used a real blue rose, and that is, of course, important to the story. Yes, that's exactly my point, JPRPH1.
And also the reveal that the deputy also lives in the same trailer park as Teresa.
Yep.
Yeah, this could be a clue.
So is all this incidental, all this music, Angela Badalamenti right now?
Yes, it is.
Yep.
All the incidental music, yeah. Even the tune that was playing in Haps was Angelo Badalamenti.
Meanwhile, back at HQ.
Right.
And
the way he looks and sees, even bothers to think to look at the camera and then look like this, indicates he knows that there's some temporal anomalies going on.
Yes.
Yes, but if he was in front of the camera and then he goes to look at the camera, he's not going to see himself because he's no longer in front of the camera.
That's the way it's supposed to work. In a little while, that's not how it actually works.
And of course, we get our Bonosaurus sequence, which is not the original film.
Correct.
I'm afraid of Americans. Oh hey.
Now, what kind of accent is he sporting?
David Bowie.
Yes.
I think he's going for Southern.
Yeah.
A lot of English actors, they say
Yeah.
doing Southern's a lot easier
Yeah.
than doing other types of American accents.
All I was got to just do is say, "Well, bless your little heart."
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, even the way he said gracias with very American hard R, gracias. See here.
Zoop. Elevator from the makers of Starfleet Academy.
See, he's
Oh,
still in the camera
And there's Jeffries.
as Jeffries is walking by. Exactly.
Kramer. Okay.
Yeah.
Talk about Judy. We're not going to talk about her, Judy, at all.
Judy.
Louisa Tatterack.
This scene makes a whole lot more sense after the return.
Albert is such a jerk.
Yes. Well, oh,
It's raining post toasties.
I'd be fine with that, actually. Majesty.
whoa, whoa.
You.
It's Bob.
Yep.
I'll talk to Bob.
Yeah. I still have to parse out a lot of the meaning of these phrases here.
Uh,
I mean, some are pretty obvious. With this ring I thee wed, the ring is what's used to pull somebody into the Black Lodge.
a bit loopy.
The wondering one might say. Roll credits.
Okay.
And again, remember everything here is filmed backwards. So they had or filmed, the film is reversed. So they had to walk backwards in order to get that scene. Nate, one ring to rule them all. You know,
Maybe.
and see, I think it's smart to insert those Black Lodge elements as he's trying to explain, you know, what he saw above the convenience store and so on and so forth. That's basically what he saw.
Engine room. Yeah.
Kind of.
Well, right now you're kind of getting your asses kicked.
And you're about to be read in on a blue rose case. Well, another blue rose case.
Well,
Oof.
first things first. Yeah, I'll bet.
What?
Okay.
Was it before 9?
Going on here. Can't you see?
I guess it's good to be woken from a bad dream, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine you'd have a lot of bad dreams in this area.
Ciao, fun. Let's rock.
Well, serial killers usually do.
Uh, there she is.
Ah.
And much like Darren on Bewitched.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of expect to see Michael Myers step out from behind one of those trees.
Yeah, Leo's cool.
No, Leo's a psycho.
Yeah.
uh,
Do, 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 do.
uh-oh.
Two boyfriends.
Yep.
And hello to Wade.
Hey, good to see you. I want pizza. Yeah.
Gobble gobble.
Yeah. She's saying that she's like a turkey. She's the dumbest
Dumb,
bird there is.
dumb bird.
Gooble gobble, we accept her, we will make her one of us.
One of us. Exactly.
One of us.
Meanwhile,
Uh,
See, you see those gears turning.
Yeah.
She realizes, oh, I do need him, but all I gotta do is flash the smile.
there's always music in the air.
Right. Okay. Nate drops a joke. A senior citizen home that separates the men from the women gets a new manager. The manager brings all the women into the dining room for room. She says, "Okay, listen up. You all are under new management, and there won't be any more hanky panky going on in this building. From now on, there will be no men on the women's side, no women on the men's side after 9 p.m. Any violators will be fined $20. You do it again, 40. Again, 60. You see where I'm going with this?" A lady way in the back raises her hand. The manager says, "You got a question?" The old lady says, "Yeah. How much for a season pass?"
oh,
Ba-dum-bum.
So dumb.
so sick of sweet.
kind of wish they'd gone with her from the beginning.
Yeah, she's a good actress. She was on One Tree Hill, wasn't she?
Oh, that I don't know.
Yes. She was the mom on One Tree Hill. It's kind of dark, isn't it?
It absolutely is. And that's what we're going to do. We're now going to go away.
Oh.
Pick this up next week, my friends.
Sounds good.
Oh, gosh, I really do love this. And I am glad we're getting back into this. This is just the right time to be doing it, too, because, February is when the whole story takes place, right?
Forgot. So. Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm. So there you go. And we'll talk about that, of course. So a lot of this makes a whole lot more sense after having read Secret History of Twin Peaks and the final dossier. It does explain a whole lot more the details that are kind of hinted at here with Chet and the Teresa Banks case and all of that. So yeah. So there you go. Nate, what happened? Well, we're splitting it into pieces. That was the first hour. You'll get the next hour next week.
Yeah, you got to savor it, man.
Yeah. You guys are so used to binging a whole season, and of course, a season these days was like a quarter of a season back in the day.
Yes, it's like my favorite season was one of the seasons of the Luther series with Idris Elba, where it was some season and no, it was a 2-hour TV movie. That's not a season. You were acting like it was a season. It was not a season.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, was there anything you guys wanted to say before I have to duck out to get over to 221B Baker Street?
Y'all are Osmo.
Yep. Yep.
We'll pick it up next time. Yeah.
Indeed. All right. Well, that was part one. And we would, of course, like to thank all of you for sticking with us. We wouldn't have gotten to episode 100 without you. And we really do appreciate it. We didn't know if this was going to work. We didn't know how many people were going to be interested going in. But we have gained a following here, and we got people right now in the chat who've been with us since episode 1. So we really do appreciate it. And
can you untie us now so we can leave?
No.
Hey, just be glad you're not wrapped in plastic.
I did that already.
Yes, that's right. You did. We have pictures.
And we will see those pictures next week. No. Okay. All right. So we'll go one time around the horn. Netta, what do you have coming up?
Let's see. Well, right after this, I'm going to be simulcasting with Troy for Sherlock Holmes. Then on Thursday at 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern, it will be my members-only trivia night, followed by Thursday Things. Excuse me. Where my special guest will be Storyman Jack as we talk about his new novel. And then on Saturday, okay, everyone needs to pay attention to this. We will be starting an hour earlier. So 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern, because this is a 3-hour movie, and I was not made aware until just a little while ago. So we're going to be starting an hour earlier on Saturday for the Green Mile. And then I'm just guesting everywhere else or co-hosting everywhere else.
All right. Troy?
Yep. So right after this, stay with us on most of these channels. You will be auto-dramatically forwarded to The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Tonight, The Resident Patient. Of course, I have Liquid Lunch every weekday at noon Central for 1 hour. Hope you can join me on your lunchtime. And Friday, Boomer and I will be Netter Boomer and I will be hosting a karaoke party, a monthly karaoke party that we do over on Last Call. That's Friday at 9 Central. That's what I got coming up.
All right.
And of course, if y'all stay in Cosme, if you haven't already X'd out, it's the same Cosme we'll be using for
that's
Sherlock
true.
Holmes.
That is true.
Huh?
Yes.
And JP's saying he's always wanted to see the Green Mile. Well, yes. Join us, and we shall watch it together. All right, Boomer.
Like I said, I'll be on Friday stream with Troy. Then we'll be on for Geeky Geezers on Sunday, where we'll be talking about the latest in the geek news, including a new member of the Hasbro board.
Yeah, interesting.
Oh yeah. And Nintendo hired somebody pretty interesting this week too. So
Well, she's been there for a while. I don't know.
okay.
People saying something about it. I'll have to look into it, I guess. Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, as for myself, let's see. Thursday, I will be joining Outlaw Bill for Action Theater. This week's movie is The Edge from 1997 with Anthony Hopkins and Alec Baldwin. Later on that night, after Thursday Things, will be my program Coming Attractions, where you get to find out what I'm going to be up to for the next week. Up to and including my appearance Friday night over on Big Al Presents for Films with Friends, and this week's movie is Death Stalker 2. And then Saturday, hopefully, if all goes well, I will join Pop Culture Minefield for their discussion on what is the movie? I know it's Robert Duvall week, but I'm blanking out on the movie. Oh, Deep Impact. Deep Impact, which means I'm going to have to watch that again sometime this week so I can reacclimate myself.
You related to Shelley Duvall?
No, actually, they're not related. Let's see, and hopefully, if it's okay with you guys for me to come on for the Green Mile, I'll be there for that. Let's see, Sunday. Assuming I still have power because we're talking about snow. I will, of course, have my program Unscripted at 8 p.m., where I am going to be smacking around a guy named Tangerine. Lemon. A man who claims not to be a racist, yet uses KKK tactics. Interesting.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then, of course, later on that night at 11 p.m., after Geeky Geezers. Oh, wait, Geeky Geezers might have a segment with a certain somebody.
Yes, that's correct. I forgot the
I
Oscar
forgot about
announcement
that.
this week.
Yeah,
So
that's
probably
right.
in lieu
Yeah.
of good old days, we'll be getting some commentary on the Oscar noms this week.
Yes.
Nom 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 nom.
Okay.
Watch Train Dreams, people. That's all I got to say.
All right.
Let's see. Later on that night, 11 p.m., reserved seats. Joe's Atmosphere will be my guest. Monday is going to be Mystery Movie Night, whatever that movie may be. And I might be getting there a little late because I might be getting to the members night at the movies a little bit late because of the mystery movie. Because it's going, from what I understand, it's going to be a slightly longer than usual one. And you'll get to find out Tuesday night over on the Mystery Movie Night podcast what that film is. And of course, join us right back here, same bat time, same bat channel for part 2 of the Fire Walk with Me fan edit.
Cool.
In short, I'm going to be busy little beaver.
Mhm.
All righty. Any last words before we close it out?
Garman Boja.
For Micah Table.
Electricity.
I think y'all Osmo.
There you go. Y'all are crazy, but you're all Osmo.
Indeed. Wouldn't have gotten here without you. From HQ, the corner of Sparkwood and 21, and all points north, south, east, west, and beyond. Good night. Take care. Stay strong. Be safe and healthy. Remember that anyone can bend rebar, because this is how we win.